Hey, what is up YouTube? I am back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make Technoblade. If you want to make them, here's what you're going to need. You're going to need black concrete, gray wool, light gray wool, light gray concrete, light gray wool, red concrete, let me grab that, white wool, white concrete, and red wool. And for the future, you will need pink wool, pink concrete, purple terracotta, black wool, magenta terracotta, blue wool, cyan wool, light blue wool, and block of gold. And for the last four, you will need cyan concrete, blue concrete, lime concrete, and purple concrete. These are for the crowns, and this is for the head and, torso. But if you want to make Technoblade, here's what you're going to need to start off. Oh yeah, and pause the video if needed, grab all these materials. And once you have all those, let's continue on. So, to kick off Technoblade, what you want to do is you want to place 8 black concrete on the floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go on top of this by 2. Then, for the next row, you want to do a solid row of gray concrete. Then for the next 2 rows, do 2 solid rows of gray wool. Now, you need to do this little pattern. You need to do 1 gray wool, 1 light gray concrete, 1 gray wool, 1 light gray concrete, 1 gray wool, 1 light gray concrete, 1 gray wool, 1 light gray concrete. Well, actually no. This wants to be 2. This wants to be light gray concrete, like that. That's actually what it wants to look like. But once you have that, all you need to do is come up to the top here, and you want to do 1 light gray every other block, then gray wool. It's basically just reversed. And then you need to do that, the exact same thing, but instead do it with light gray wool. So, leaving you with something that should look like that. Then, to continue on, going on up, you want to do 8, just do a solid row of gray wool. Then do 2 solid rows of red concrete. So 1, 2. For the next row, you want to do 1 light gray concrete, 6 white wool, 1 light gray concrete. For the next row, do 1 white concrete, 1 light gray wool, 4 red concrete, 1 light gray wool, 1 white concrete. For the next row, do 1 red concrete, 1 red concrete, 1 white concrete, 4 red, 1 white, 1 red. Then you want to do 1 red, 1 light gray, 4 red, 1 white, 1 red. Then do 2 white, 4 white wool, 1 light gray, 1 red. Then do 1 red, 1 light gray, 2 white, and you need a block of gold for that, so get rid of the red wool, replace it with your block of gold. Then 1 white, 1 light gray, 1 red. Is that wool? Darn it, that's wool. So this wants to be red wool, and this wants to remain concrete. I just had to check that. But for the next row, you want to do 1 red wool, 1 white, 4 white wool, 1 white. And you need the concrete. What can I get rid of? Get rid of the light gray wool and replace it with your red concrete. Red concrete. Then you want to do 1 red wool, 1 white concrete, 2 white wool, 1 gold, 1 white wool, 1 white concrete, 1 red wool. Then do 1 red, 1 light gray, 4 white wool, 1 light gray, 1 red. Then do 1 red, 1 light gray, 1 white, 3 white wool. Actually, make that 1 white wool, 1 gold, 1 white concrete, 2 white concrete actually, 1 red wool. Then do 2 red, 1 light gray, 2 white wool, 1 white, 2 red. Then for the final row, you want to do 1 red, 1 white concrete, 1 light gray, 2 white wool, 3 red. And that is what the front of the torso wants to look like. Pause the video if needed. And once you have that, it is time to move on. So, for the arms, you are going to need, just get rid of your gray and black concrete and replace them with your 2 pinks. So, starting from right about here, what you want to do is you want to place this little pattern. You want to do 1 pink wool, 1 pink concrete, 2 pink wool. Then for the next 2 rows, do 1 pink concrete, 3 pink wool. Oh, and I am going to be moving from right to left. So, you want to do 1 light gray on either side. Fill the rest in with your white concrete. Then what you want to do is 1 white concrete, 1 light gray, 2 white. Then do a solid row of red concrete. Then do 2 red concrete, 1 red wool, 1 red concrete. Then fill the rest of your arm in with your red wool, leaving you with something that should look a little bit like that. Once you have that, all you need to do is do the same exact thing on the other side. So going from left to right, you want to do 1 pink wool, 1 pink concrete, 2 pink wool. Then for the next 2 rows, do 1 pink concrete, 3 pink wool. Then do light gray on either side, white concrete in the middle. Then do 1 white concrete, 1 light gray concrete, 2 white concrete. Then do a solid row of red concrete. Then do 1 red concrete, 1 red wool, 2 red concrete. I actually reversed that. I was on a roll and then I messed it up. Then all you need to do is fill the rest of it in with your red wool, leaving you with something that should look a little bit like that. And once you have that, there'll be a whole lot of color swapping, but it's time to move on to the back. So for the back here, what you're going to need is your pink wool and bring these back to it. You're just going to mix up your inventory space a whole lot. But these 3 you will need in the future. At the current moment, you will not need your white wool. I don't know exactly why. Actually, I do, because that we did actually need. But you can grab out your blue wool. But then we will swap out other colors just so that we can bring these two into the back of the statue. So, once you have that, the front, you want to come over to the back here, and you want to come back by 3 with your black concrete. And then fill it in with your black. And the back is identical to the front, but instead it's reversed. I'll show you what I mean. But it's all the same up to this point. So, 2 solid rows of black concrete, 1 solid row of gray concrete, then you have the gray wool, and actually your blue wool will have to be moved out for the time being and replaced with your light gray wool. But once you have that, it's just alternating. So you want to do 1 light gray concrete, 1 gray wool, 1 light gray concrete, 2 gray wool, 1 light gray concrete, 1 gray wool, 1 light gray concrete. For the next row, just do the reverse of that. So wherever you had gray wool, once you go gray concrete. Then wherever you have gray wool on this row, once you go light gray wool. Basically a complete reverse of the front. Other than, yeah. So then for the next row, you want to do a solid row of gray wool. Then do 2 solid rows of red concrete. Make that 3 solid rows. Then do a solid row of red wool. Then do 4 red wool. Well, 3 red wool, 2 red concrete, 4 red wool. Then do 2 red wool, 1 red concrete, 2 gold, 1 red concrete, 2 red wool. Then do 2 red wool, 1 block of gold, 2 white concrete, 1 block of gold, 2 red wool. Then you want to do 1 red wool, 1 red concrete, 1 white concrete, and get rid of your light gray and all those, and replace them with your blues. Then you want to do 2 blue wool, 1 white concrete, 1 red wool, 1 red concrete, 1 red wool. Then do 1 red wool, 1 gold, 1 blue wool, 2 cyan, 1 blue, 1 gold, 1 red. Then you want to do 1 red concrete, 1 white, 4 cyan, 1 white, 1 red concrete. For the next row, do 1 block of gold on either side. Then do blue wool on either side. Fill the rest in with your cyan. For the next row, do 1 white wool on either side. Fill the rest in with your cyan wool. Then do light blue on either side. Fill the rest in with cyan. And to finish it off, just do a solid row of cyan wool. Leaving you with something that should look like that. Once you have that, it's time to move over to the arms. So, moving on to the arms, line them back up with the front, get rid of your gray, and grab out your 2 pinks. So, the arms are not like the front. So, to start off the arms, what you want to do is you want to place 1 pink concrete, 3 pink wool. For the next row, you want to do 1 pink wool, 1 pink concrete, 1 pink wool, 1 pink concrete. Then do a solid row of pink concrete. For the next row, do 1 white, bleh, I can't speak, 1 white concrete, and bring back your light gray terracotta. Your light gray concrete. I really cannot speak today. But then what you want to do is you want to do 1 light gray concrete, 1 white concrete, 1 light gray concrete. Then you want to do 2 white concrete, 1 light gray concrete, one white concrete. For the next row, do a solid row of red concrete. Then do 1 red concrete, 1 wool, 1 red concrete, 1 red wool. Fill the rest of your arm in with your red wool, leaving you with something that should look like that. Once you have that, come over to the other side and do the same exact thing. So 1 pink concrete, 3 pink wool. 1 pink wool, 1 pink concrete, 1 wool, 1 pink concrete. Fill the rest of it in with your pink concrete. Then do 1 white concrete, 1 light gray concrete, 1 white concrete, 1 light gray. Then do 2 white concrete, 1 light gray, 1 white concrete. Then do a solid row of red. Then do 1 red concrete, 1 red wool, 1 red concrete, 1 red wool. Fill the rest of that in with your red wool, leaving you with something that should look like that. Once you have that, you are done with the back of your statue. And after that, either sides are actually, I want to say they're both identical. Yeah. So you can come over to either side. I'm going to be starting on the left side. Yeah. Sometimes I get my sides confused. But basically, it's more or less just color match. So these 2 colors you can get rid of and grab out your black and your gray. And just match the colors that you have. So you're not going to need the block of gold, but you will need your gray wool. So just match the colors that are on either side all the way up. This is the only part that's different because it wants to be your alternating pattern. So what can I get rid of? Because you will need that. Okay. Replace that like that. There you go. So you can see what I did there. But it's just color match, basically. So match what you have on both sides. But it's like if it's a different block, like on here, this wants to be pink, this wants to be wool. Well, there's some elements where it isn't, but you guys can look once I finish. But whenever it's mainly just color match, it's like, why do it row by row? But yeah, that is what the one side wants to look like. And then the other side, you want to do the same exact thing. So pause the video if needed. I'm going to go and do the same exact thing on the other side here. So 2 rows of black concrete, 1 solid row of gray, 2 solid rows of gray wool. Alternate that. Ah, shoot, I messed that up. It wants to be this way. I don't even know you do. Okay. Almost there. It's just weird because, like, all I hear is my voice because my headphones just randomly fall out. So it's like, there's no Minecraft music, no anything. It's just silence and my voice. That's all I hear. No block placement, no nothing. It's just dead silence. But once you finish the other side, it is actually time to move on to the head. So to make the head, what you want to do is you want to come up to the top here. And actually, here's one crazy thing. All of these blocks that you have past the 2 pinks, you are not going to need. So, for the head, you want to grab out your purple terracotta, your magenta terracotta, your block of gold, your white wool, and your black wool. You finally need the black wool. But to make Technoblade's head, what you want to do is you want to place 8 pink wool coming out, well, coming on top of your statue, then come out by 2 with your pink wool. So, leaving it with something that looks like that. Then, what you want to do is you want to do, I don't know, should I include the nose right now? Yeah, I'll include the nose. Do 2 pink wool, 4 pink concrete, 2 pink wool. For the next row, do 2 pink wool, 1 purple terracotta, 2 pink wool, 1 purple terracotta, 2 pink wool. For the next row, do a solid row of pink wool. Then moving up, you want to do 1 black wool, 1 white wool, 4 pink wool, 1 white wool, 1 black wool. And for the final 3 rows, just do 3 solid rows of pink wool. So 1, 2, 3. And to make it more like Technoblade, expand these blocks out by 1 with the corresponding colors, leaving you with something that looks like that. And at the very end, we will put on his iconic crown. But once you have that, come over to the back here and come off the back by 2 with your pink wool. So 1, 2. Then for the next row, you want to do a solid row of pink wool. Then going from left to right, you want to do 2 pink wool, 1 pink concrete, fill the rest in with your pink wool. Then do 1 pink concrete, 3 pink wool, 1 pink concrete, 1 pink wool, 1 pink concrete, 1 pink wool. For the next row, do 1 pink concrete, 1 pink wool, 1 pink concrete, 1 pink wool, 1 pink concrete, 1 pink wool, 1 pink concrete, 1 pink wool. Then finish that off with 3 solid rows of pink wool, leaving you with something that should look a little bit like that. Then, I can't say that. Coming over to the right, the right side, you want to come over to the right side and you want to do, going from front to back, you want to do 1 pink concrete, 2 pink wool, 1 pink concrete, 2 pink wool. For the next row, do 1 pink wool, 1 magenta, 1 purple, 3 pink wool. For the next row, do 2 magenta, 1 purple, 3 pink. Then do 2 magenta, 1 purple, 3 pink. Fill the rest of your side of your head in with your pink wool. And the only difference on this other side is there's none of that pink concrete there. Otherwise, it is the exact same. So, I could say both sides are identical, but they really aren't. That's the only difference. Like, there's no other difference. So, basically, once you've just placed that solid row, all you need to do is just fill it in. Literally mimicked to the other side. I mean, Technoblade does never die, but he has a pretty cool and iconic statue. The main thing that everybody makes him iconic is his crown, because of what Minecraft did for a split second. But once you have that, there is one missing element, And I'm guessing you guys can probably guess what it is. It's what makes them iconic. But if you want to make that, get rid of everything and keep your block of gold. Then you want to grab out your red concrete, your cyan concrete, your blue concrete, your lime concrete, and your purple concrete. Basically all the colored concretes. And what you want to do is come up above the eyes here, and you want to place a ring of gold coming out 1 block around his head. Something like this. Now it kind of looks like he has a little halo. Then what you want to do is place 2 blocks coming up, well, do 2 blocks up, skip 2, 2, skip 2, 2, skip 2, and 2 again. And continue that all the way around. Then, you want to place these in 3s. So, every 1 block, making a little L shape. Then you can place these in any colors, but what I'm going to do is you want to do a cyan concrete here. That purple or blue? That is blue concrete? Now that is definitely purple. Purple concrete, lime concrete. And coming around, you want to do red concrete, purple concrete, lime concrete. And these do not have to be in any specific order. So blue concrete, red concrete, lime, then lime, red, purple, leaving you with a 100% fully complete Technoblade statue. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Bye!